This is what happens when cops try to arrest an FBI agent. Welcome back, Charlie here. Some cops abuse their power and take things way too far. But what happens when the person they're arresting isn't a civilian, but in fact, an FBI agent? This is Special Agent James Burke, who had to sue the police for how he was treated. On July 7th, 2020, ATF agent James Burke was dispatched to a house. The resident had an illegal firearm that James had to confiscate. But instead of handing over the illegal firearm, the resident slammed the door in James's face, and then called the cops. The cops were given Agent Burke's badge number. Despite this, the cops treated the incident as a break-in, and Agent Burke as a criminal. The cops ask for James's ID, but he refuses, saying that he's a federal agent.
Turn around, let me see your hands. Okay, let me see your hands. I need to see some ID. Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground!
What's your deal?
Get on the ground now!
I'm a federal agent.
917-103.
I'm a federal agent.
This was a mistake on Agent Burke's part, as obviously anyone could say they're a federal agent. But the cops quickly escalate things, pointing their firearms at Agent Burke. Agent Burke also refuses to get on the ground. He likely believes that because he's an ATF agent, he doesn't have to follow the cops' orders.
Get on the ground!
I'm a federal agent.
Why wouldn't you show me your ID when I got here? Don't move forward.
You didn't ask for it.
He is at 335.
Get on the ground. We'll figure it out.
Drive on that 10-8.
Not getting on the ground.
Well, then stay where you're at.
I'll stay where I'm at.
Fine.
Once a second cop arrives, Agent Burke finally follows the orders, getting onto the ground so the cops can check if he's armed.
Don't argue. Face down on the ground. Face down now. Face down.
You guys are making a big mistake.
Fine, we'll settle that in a second. Settle that. Face down now. All the way down. All the way. All the way.
Got my IDs right here, left pocket.
But when the cops try to handcuff James, that's when he really freaks out.
Do not resist.
I'm not resisting.
You're acting like a moron.
Wait a second.
Stop.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Don't do this. Hold on. I'm hyperventilating. Sir, I'm not.
Stop resisting
Would you
now.
please get my ID out of my left pocket? Sir,
Stop resisting now.
please help me. Sir, please.
Joe,
get
your taser out. My
my
taser.
federal
Get your taser out.
friend.
Get your taser out, Joe.
No, don't do that. Please.
Get this kid.
I'm a federal agent. My God, my gun.
You have no idea what you are, acting the way you are.
Sir.
Who the heck do you think you are acting like this?
Eventually, the officers look at Agent Burke's ID, which confirms he is in fact an ATF agent. But due to how James acted before, the cops keep him under arrest, locking him in their patrol vehicle. Even while locked in the car, Agent Burke continues to argue.
Please, sir.
If you are a real police officer, you ought to be ashamed of
I
yourself.
was trying to give you my creds.
Agent Burke was detained in the patrol vehicle for 1 hour, before he was finally released with no charges. Despite acting quite unprofessionally himself, James decided to sue the police department for what happened, citing unlawful arrest and excessive force, and saying that he was harmed both physically and psychologically. Because of the incident, Agent Burke is now no longer allowed to work in the field, now only doing paperwork for the ATF. As of 2024, the lawsuit is still ongoing. It's clear that federal agents sometimes break the rules big time, as is the case with this man named Special Agent Alexis Hatton. On December 20th, 2019, he was investigating corruption within a local police department. Agent Hatton went to the police station to speak to a cop named Deputy Rolf Gordon, but things soon got heated after Deputy Gordon began to suspect Alexis was not a real FBI agent. What happens next is wild.
Run your body cam.
I am now, because I don't know how legit you are at the moment.
It's okay. Special Agent Hatton. The FBI.
Okay.
You got that on body cam?
I do, but I don't understand what the problem is with you meet me at the office.
I'll talk to the U.S. Attorney's Office about it. You can cut off the recording device now.
Okay. Well, I will when I leave the area, sir. Hey, TJ, this guy is telling me to turn my body camera off and telling me he's going to contact other people to get involved with this.
Agent Hatton refuses to give the cop any information, and even tells the cop to turn off his body cam, something cops are not supposed to do.
He says he does not give out business cards. Yeah, I don't believe this. No. There's something fishy with this right here. Let me get his tag number real quick. It's going to be LKST57. Franklin, does that come back to any government agency?
It just advises Advanced Wiring Company.
Do you work for a wiring company?
Further.
It's a covert vehicle, sir.
Okay.
I do feel like I'm being detained. Am I being detained?
Am I being detained? You're the one who called me here, sir. How did you get my phone number?
I can't give you that information.
I ain't saying he can't tell me how he got my information.
Agent Hatton also refuses to say how he got this cop's personal phone number. This prompts Deputy Gordon to detain Agent Hatton, which is when the situation massively escalates. Agent Hatton then radios his supervisor to explain what's going on. Deputy Gordon's colleague then arrives on the scene with shocking news.
Hey, so I come up and okay.
He says when they ran Hatton's driver's license through the system, it flagged up on the terrorist watch list. Because of this, they immediately confront the FBI agent, handcuffing him in case he's a terrorist.
You don't have any yet,
You're
but right
just being
now we're
detained,
running you
sir.
through multiple federal databases. Okay, nobody's coming up with your name. You also coming back on a terror watch list. So we're going to secure you for our protection and yours. We're going to put you in the back of a police.
The cops remove Agent Hatton's semi-automatic Glock firearm before locking him inside a police cruiser. But as cops discuss the situation, Agent Hatton begins to shout that he can't breathe inside the hot car.
Yes, sir.
There, brother.
Okay. All right, I'm turning it on right now.
Open the door. I can't breathe.
Sir, I can't open the door. You're being detained right now. I had the defroster on.
No, you didn't. Brother, I need air. God almighty. I know you think this is funny, but it won't be funny after today.
33, go ahead.
After some time, cops confirm Agent Hatton is really with the FBI,
What's he doing here? He is legit.
and he is released without charge. But that's when he begins demanding they call 911, saying that he couldn't breathe, requesting an ambulance because he was feeling hot, despite the fact that the AC was on inside the cop's car.
Call 911. I need a medical attention right now. Unlock me. Call 911. Call 911.
We're releasing you right
no,
now,
call
sir.
911 now. Call 911. I need
33.
Agent Hatton then says he has heat stroke and appears to collapse inside his car. Maybe Agent Hatton really was feeling unwell, or perhaps he was being overdramatic to make the cops look bad. Agent Hatton was taken to the emergency room, but was discharged later that day, with the deputy sheriff claiming nothing was wrong with Alexis. After this body cam footage was released, many said Agent Hatton acted unprofessionally, but an agent who knows the law and his rights is this man. This is Anton Yarganov, a US Air Force specialist and ex-FBI agent. He was pulled over for having a slightly obstructed license plate, but when the cops found out he was an agent, they looked for any reason they could to arrest him.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
All right.
What's up?
Deputy Turner with the sheriff's office. The reason
Okay.
I'm stopping you is your plate's obstructed. Whatever that thing's got, you got to take it off, okay?
Okay.
It's got to be visible within a certain distance. Now, when you went to driving school and a cop pulls you over, what they tell you?
Oh, you pull over when it's safe to do.
No, you pull over immediately. Okay? Let me tell you this. And now you pull over immediately
Sure.
because I don't know what you're doing inside this car.
Here the cop makes his first mistake. Anton is correct. You're supposed to pull over when it's safe, not immediately. Otherwise, this could cause accidents. But when the cops discover he has a siren, they get even more mad.
Why haven't you taken the lights off of there?
No, I do contract work, so I have to have lights on this vehicle for someone to work.
They shouldn't be that color though.
Yeah, they shouldn't be red and white, brother.
No, it depends on who you're contracting with. If you contract with law enforcement agencies, it's different.
Which agencies do you contract with?
The various ones. DOJ.
Name some. 8 DOJ?
Sure.
So you have a contract?
DHS. I've worked for DHS, yeah.
Okay.
They then handcuff the agent without explaining why. But when the cops find out who Anton works for, they're stunned.
Where'd you get this?
That's issue 2.
Issue 2?
Federal Bureau of Investigation badge?
I'm gonna read you your rights too, okay? Sure.
Despite Anton having committed no crime, the cops violate his rights, searching him without consent nor probable cause.
Who issued this to you?
My former employer.
Your former employer? So you used to work for the FBI at one point?
I've contracted with the Department of Justice and the FBI and other...
Here in
Reno.
Reno? Where's their office at, or what?
Resident agency. It's off of... it's next to Wells Fargo. It's right by the traffic circle there.
Okay. I'm just throwing it out because I have no idea where they're at.
The cops clearly aren't happy that the agent knows the law better than they do, so they decide to start asking him questions they know he can't answer, trying to incriminate Anton in a very manipulative way.
That's not an offense in and of itself to have red and blue
Yes,
lights.
it is, and I'm going to show you the NRS.
To actually run, you have to actually run those
No,
lights.
you don't. They're in your vehicle, and I must destroy those. Well, you might again, but I went...
Have they updated the NRS?
They handcuff Anton for the lights in his car. The cops say it's illegal, but when they look it up, they realize it's not illegal and Anton is right again.
So that was issued to you, say, right? That little FBI deal? You didn't steal it or find it or... No?
They then search the agent and his car, and even insinuate that he stole his FBI badge, something they have no right to do. They also detain Anton in their car, before letting him go after realizing they screwed up. Now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Comment below which of these videos was the most shocking. If you want to see my short videos, check out my second channel. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.